Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get away with this. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 936. Doing it live. We got Monty. Oh no, Monty disappeared literally just now. Oh no, he's calling us back. I don't know what that was all about.
Pokemon Go hotline.
Hello.
There we go. That was me. It all got messed up.
No, it's all right, Monty. Monty, so what's going on with Hannibal?
Hannibal has ditched us for a lady.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Wow, why doesn't he just turn in his gonads?
I would ditch you all for a lady.
I guess so. I guess that's what he's got to do.
It's what he's got to do. You're kicked out of the gonad brotherhood
I
now.
would ditch everybody except Hannibal for a lady.
Everyone, please. Everyone, please hit the like button. By the way,
didn't even see me first.
That's awful. By the way, guys, we have a new sponsor tonight. ExpressVPN. There's a link in the description if you want to support the show and you're someone who uses a VPN. There's a link in the description. If you sign up using our code, we get a little kickback. And if you sign up for a year, they're throwing in an extra 3 months free. So you get 15 months for the price of what it would normally cost, 12.
15 months?
Yeah.
That's long enough to get us out of this entire pandemic.
I know. And it helped me just the other day because they gave me a trial membership of it. I wanted to watch something that I couldn't watch locally. I wanted to watch the Seattle Kraken play their first exhibition game.
Oh.
They played it in Tacoma, and I have ESPN Plus, but if it's a local game, they black it out to everyone in the local area. So I had to use ExpressVPN to say I was in Texas, and then I got to watch it. They screw you if it's your local team. They want to make you pay for cable and watch the local ads. Yeah.
That's not really fair.
Yes. So for those 2 hours, I was in Texas watching hockey. And they won.
I can't believe you just dry snitched on yourself.
Yeah.
Isn't Ajit Pai going to come with the FCC and tear you down now?
ExpressVPN in the description. Sign up now. And yes, I mean, I'm allowed to dry or wet snitch on myself.
I suppose.
Are we getting back into the dry wet snitch conversation?
I'm going to dry, wet, mildly damp snitch on whomever I please.
Yeah. I only moist snitch. That's what I figured out.
Yeah. I'm going to ultra moist snitch on whoever. I mean, I'll snitch on Billy right now.
Yes, do it.
I have nothing to hide. I'm a golden god.
Oh, I'm sure Ben's got some secrets.
Have you seen the golden? Do you know who the golden god is? He's like a Scandinavian bodybuilder.
Sounds like me.
Hard right, like
a little less like me.
No, exactly like you. Actually, he's blonde though.
I had blonde hair when I was a little kid.
And he's in way better shape than you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the golden god.
Doesn't make sense.
He's someone we've made fun. What do you mean it doesn't make sense?
I'm in way better shape than just about anybody.
No, you're not.
I'm closer to the world.
I'm starting to think your brain isn't in as good a shape as anybody.
There's like world bodybuilding champions, and my shape is closer to the shape of the world than those world bodybuilding champions. I'm round just like the Earth.
Okay. Yeah, and the Earth is also slightly lopsided too.
My body is built
closer.
more like the world than the world bodybuilding champions.
There's no. Billy has.
Tell me the
syndrome.
lie. Tell me the lie.
Everything you say.
Not at all.
Yep. Yes.
I'm so confused. So confused.
I mean, me too. That makes two of us. Also, starting tonight after the show, immediately after the show, we'll be doing our movie review.
What are y'all watching? Or
We're
what
gonna
did you watch?
We're sticking with royalty-free content. We're gonna watch an old animated version of Gulliver's Travels.
Oh,
It's only
nice.
like an hour
All right.
long. It's an old animation, classic Western animation. So we're gonna check that out.
Nice.
Also, my vlog is up there too.
I thought you said we were watching Gullible Travelers.
No, that's who I watch for.
Oh, I thought they were going to kidnap Americans
Golden
in Europe.
Travelers?
Gullible Travelers. They get kidnapped
Gullible
in Europe.
Travelers.
Yeah, they go to
All right.
Europe and they think that they're cool because they're Americans having beer at a German beer bar, and then they get
beer
robbed
bar.
and kidnapped.
Oh, I
because
just saw
of the Green
It doesn't
Fairy.
happen very. I mean, like
I've
that's
seen Hostel, both of them.
cool.
The only difference
I
between
thought it was more
Eurotrip
like
and
Captain
Hostel is that Michelle Trachtenberg doesn't get naked in Hostel.
All right. I'm so
Were we
confused.
supposed to laugh at that?
You should. To be honest, it's kind of embarrassing. It's kind of embarrassing how many of my jokes go unlaughed at.
Yeah, that is embarrassing.
You guys have no
not
sense
for
of
who
humor.
not for who you
Same.
think it is.
I disagree.
Of course, you disagree.
All
you
the
have
emails,
no ability to be
all the
self-effacing
emails,
at all.
all the emails, all the private DMs.
all the letters and cards that are people going wild for Hulkamania.
They say, what's wrong with the rest of the panel? Why don't they ever laugh at your hilarious genius jokes? And I said, honestly, man.
And then Billy gets tired of sending himself emails.
I said, honestly, man, I just don't know how they could be so far from comedy, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yes.
Not all of us can be a super genius like me.
I will do my best to laugh at everything you say from now on, Billy. How
You
about
don't
that?
have to.
See?
If Hannibal was here, he'd be laughing.
Why don't you just call Chris Chan and tell him you believe in the dimensional merge while you're at it?
Her.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell her.
Oh, are you a her now?
No, I'm. You said he. Christine. Christine.
Oh.
Does
Has she been released?
I'm actually
Is she
writing. I
callable?
need to talk to Hannibal about this too. I need him to produce my one-man play that I'm putting on, where I'll be playing Christine Weston Chandler and singing a musical life story.
Typecasting has gone too
Christine.
far. Too much
Pretty
type.
good.
I can't wait till this Kickstarter gets up. I'm gonna make $100,000 to produce.
I've been
this.
doing
better
this show
share-
with Billy for. I've been doing
Billy.
this show with Billy for nearly 4 years, and none of the ideas he's come up with on the show have ever happened.
It's not true.
It is objectively true. All
Categorically-
these like crackpot ideas.
Categorically wrong.
No, it's not. They are actually totally untrue. You have never done it. You've never once done it.
Oh, I've done a ton. I think everybody in the chat, just start typing out some of the greatest memories you have of things
I'm not
that
talking
I've
about
gone out and
memories.
done. That I called it and did it. Just
See, me and Hannibal.
or if
came
you
up
guys
with
feel
things
uncomfortable, you could DM me privately, like you have been.
All right. We're going to start off with oddities. Here we go.
Our audience is very shy.
Ben, real quick. I'm not getting the screen share.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. It's probably because the call. Let's see.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
All right.
Apparently, CWC has a letter from jail.
Yeah. Well, I was going to cover that on a different
Good.
episode. So last night, probably about 2 a.m., I woke up, couldn't fall back asleep. Dude. Oh my fucking God. And I saw Russell Brand was trending on Twitter. And I'm like, why? And I saw people that were like, wow, I had no respect for Russell Brand, but now I have so much respect. And then I had other people that are like, I thought Russell Brand was cool, but now I find out he's right wing. And then I saw some people that were like, no, you don't understand what he's actually talking about. So, before we watch the video that had everyone freaking out, here's the titles of some of Russell Brand's recent videos. Like there's one where he's like, "Can we really trust vaccine fact checkers?
Can we?"
There's one where he's talking about AOC. Is this hypocrisy?
Is it?
We're gonna get to this one, but we'll look at a few more. He interviewed Tim Pool, which doesn't. I mean, we had Tim Pool on DP years ago.
The mainstream media are trying to start a civil war. Tim Pool has nothing to do with that civil war starting,
Tim
right?
Pool's always talking about that.
Yeah, Tim Pool is.
And he's selling food buckets.
Hey, I'll sell food buckets. I'm not above that.
Okay. We should make our own food buckets.
Yeah, DP food buckets. What would you put in it?
Mac and cheese.
That's it? Just a
chili
bucket of
with
mac
no
and cheese?
cheese.
Yeah. All right.
Manatee jerky.
Yeah. Or just call it the manatee and do a bucket of chili mac.
I never thought of that.
Chili mac?
That's chili with cheese.
No, chili mac is like chili, or it's spaghetti with chili on top of it, like from a chili dog.
This is too much.
Yeah, it's huge in Ohio, like in southern Ohio, like Cincinnati. Chili mac is a big deal.
Yeah. See, There you go. Just slap a manatee
Skyline
on that
chili.
Sold.
The Russell Brand was married to Katy Perry, right?
He was. They got married like really quick, and then I think he broke up with her with a text message.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people commenting on he is not an everyman. He was married to Katy Perry and she's the Illuminati shill, and he was he was married to a woman dating a woman who was connected directly to the Rothschilds.
I want to say I've laughed at some of his stand up. I've enjoyed some of his movies. I found out he got fired from MTV UK by showing up as Osama bin Laden the day after 9/11. He showed up dressed as Osama bin Laden the day after 9/11 on TV.
Wow.
He used to be a crackhead. There's like a whole documentary where he was like smoking crack in it and shit. I kind of like him. I kind of think
I like him a lot. When I used to work for the Billionaire down in Beverly Hills, he owned like a clip of Russell Brand doing stand-up, and it was like an almost empty room. He had bought this clip from somebody. I don't know if he was high, but he was shoving like a G.I. Joe up his ass on stage. And I was like, this guy is one of the most brilliant minds of our time. And he still is.
That's all it takes. It's a G.I. Joe. All right. Yeah, I don't follow him much, so I don't have much of an opinion on him.
Oh, I follow him, actually. I've been watching a lot of him in the last few weeks. His commentary, obviously, is clickbait to get people coming and talking.
Because the video that has everyone mad is Trump was right about Russia collusion.
And if you look
Clinton and Russia collusion.
If you look at the FBI coming down on the Clinton aide, what's his name? Is it Michael Sussman?
He's sus. He's a sus man.
He's sus. He reported the Russian collusion as an independent citizen, a concerned citizen, while he was working for Hillary Clinton at the beginning of the election, and it was falsified information. He sent the FBI on a wild goose chase as a concerned citizen, not anything to do with Hillary Clinton's campaign, while he was working for a campaign. Very interesting. But, Orange Man bad. What Russell Brand's saying here, we should probably watch something.
Yeah, here it goes.
The world moves so fast, there's almost no time for history. It seems like years ago that we were hearing that Trump was...
He has always been a clever idiot that can talk at length about things he doesn't understand in an entertaining way. Sort of like... Never mind.
I was about to say it too.
Colluding with Russia. That he wouldn't have won the election without Russia. That his whole presidency was a kind of Putin plot. Well, there's now serious evidence that it was the Clinton campaign and Hillary Clinton acolytes that were directly involved in the generation of what has proven to be a conspiracy. Untrue. Think about how much media you watched. Me, a person...
See, that's a funny joke right there.
Who I think, broadly speaking, is from the left, a liberal, certainly not a Trump-supporting Republican, with respect to those of you that are. I find myself in awe, gobsmacked, flabbergasted and startled by these revelations that Russiagate was a Democratic conspiracy. Let's unpack that now with the help of Glenn Greenwald. A lawyer for Hillary Clinton's 20...
This is why you watch them, because you love farts. And you know what? People canceled their patronage, Billy, and they were like, Billy is grating, and he farts, and I'm canceling. The fart segment, too much.
You were the fart segment.
No, you farted on the fucking microphone.
No, literally the fart segment was from Saturday night when you were drinking.
No, but I didn't actually put my ass up to the microphone and fart, right?
Yeah, but the person dropped out their patronage because you didn't put your ass up to the microphone.
My name wasn't mentioned in it.
They didn't say
Were
Billy.
they looking for Ben farts?
Did you want me to bring it up and show it to you?
Yes. You didn't tell me it was my name when you told me that.
Yes.
Your
name was attached
and
to it.
I said, obviously, the fart segment, they were let down because you didn't fart into the microphone.
Nope. That's not.
Campaign was indicted on Wednesday with one felony count of lying to the FBI about a fraudulent Russiagate story he helped propagate. We have to recollect just how prevalent this story was. Every late night talk show all over the news, it was just, you were bombarded with it.
It qualifies as collusion. The product of collusion. And collusion.
And my personal perspective is, I want the world to be better. I want to believe that the Democratic Party are reliable, that they are the party of inclusivity and diversity and truth and social justice and all great positive ideas. What my concern is becoming is that these are totemic issues pushed to the forefront to mask ordinary, regular corruption. Like the Russiagate thing, the Hunter Biden laptop, all of that stuff. Like there are people that just absolutely believe that that's true. And when you watch something like that Social Dilemma documentary that says we all live in bubbles where we feed off certain types of media, it's becoming like
like you put any weird conspiracy out there, there's going to be some people that believe it's true. The question is, how many people can you get on board? I want to know how many people actually believe in all of that. It's probably a staggeringly high percentage, like 15% or something, maybe even higher.
Yeah.
Coming a deep
I'm already lost in whatever the fuck he's talking about.
He's talking about the Sussman, the aide to Hillary Clinton, made a false report to the FBI about Trump and Russia, and claims now that he's being indicted by the federal government. He's being indicted by the feds right now, and he claims that he did it as a private citizen and not as someone working for Hillary Clinton, even though at the time he reported it, he was working for Hillary Clinton. And the report he made had no evidence to be true. And this report he made, the media, the liberal media, which everybody will talk about in great length, picked it up and ran with it. As you remember, in 2016, 2017, Trump's collusion with Russia that amounted to peanuts. They said it was an elephant in the room and we got peanuts.
They talked about it like it was 100% true, and then they couldn't make it stick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It went to court. I mean, an impeachment court. It's not the same as a normal court, but they couldn't make it stick. They couldn't really prove anything. He got impeached twice. I don't know. I'm just glad he's gone, but I'm not so happy with Biden either. So
yeah, that's a whole different bag of shit right there.
Yeah, he's a different type of bag of shit.
With people over here,
but like Trump was a big bag of diarrhea, and Biden's like a big bag of constipation turds, like the little rabbit turds that you make when you have like constipation. You know,
I just once want a president that's like a turd with some whole kernel corn in it.
Right, because
something to chew on.
The constipated turds, you gotta like pinch them off. You're like the Play-Doh Fun Factory.
Yeah,
but you gotta
not
like
a fan.
pinch.
Not a
believing
fan.
in this reality. People over here believing in this reality, and in a sense, we need to come together to form a collaborative vision for what America is, or accept that you can't have nation states anymore, that you'd be better off with separate confederacies, separate independent places where people can believe in their own separate truths, because truth is complex, but lies are obvious, and Russiagate was a lie.
There's no separate truths.
What do you mean there's no separate truths?
I mean what I said. There's no separate truths.
So every truth is true everywhere in every area.
There is an objective truth that's universal, and then people
that doesn't apply to every area, right?
I'm not talking about areas. I'm talking about
we have to come together as a nation, or what's the point of being a nation if everybody wants to argue in their little areas? That's what he's saying here. He's saying we got to come together as a nation.
Each area has its own objective truth.
Yeah, and that's why he's saying they should become confederacies. If we're not going to come together and work together for the betterment of our nation, we should go find our objective truths in our smaller circles and work for them. Let the South be the South. Let California be California. And
no, let's not let the South be the South.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Monty, time to move when the South becomes the South.
Yeah, that would suck a lot. And I like New Orleans. So no, I don't like this idea at all.
Well, then we got to come together. That was his other option. He's not giving any sort of concrete this or that. He's saying that we have to stop fighting with each other so that we can come together and actually make some change, some worthwhile change. People don't want to hear that. People want to hear people. Yeah, of course you agree with that. People don't want to hear the part you agree with, though. They want to hear the part where he says Trump was right, and they get, he's a Trumper now. He's MAGA. Not at all. Not at all. Nowhere in here did he say that.
All I saw was people shitting on him on Twitter for being right-wing. But I see that people are guarding Joe Biden probably because they're people who voted for him, who wanted to believe he'd be this amazing person that would outshine anything Trump did. I mean, the truth of the matter is Biden is more palatable. He's not an abrasive personality. That's the best thing about him, and compared to Trump. But that's, I mean, and he has a few slight policy differences that I like better, but they're all kind of still part of the same big machine with each other. Biden is just a more palatable person for me. I didn't like Trump's abrasive personality, and even worse than him were his followers. Trump followers are some of the biggest cunts on earth. I hate them. Anyway.
Yeah.
Crime by Special Counsel John Durham, who was appointed by former President Trump to investigate possible crimes committed as part of the Russiagate investigation, and whose work is now overseen and approved by Biden Attorney General Merrick Garland. Sussman's indictment is the second allegation of criminal impropriety regarding Russiagate's origins. In January, Durham secured a guilty plea from an FBI agent, Kevin Klein Smith, for lying to the FISA court and submitting an altered email in order to spy on former Trump campaign official Carter Page. The law firm where Sussman is partner, Perkins Coie, is a major player in Democratic Party politics. One of its partners at the time of the...
So this is kind of a conspiracy theory, right?
This is what the guy's being charged for by our federal government.
Okay.
Sussman's being charged by our federal government for... These are the claims they're making against him.
When were these charges brought?
They were brought this week because it was 2016. There's a statute of limitations of 5 years. And they were coming up on the point of statute of limitations. The FBI finally went in because they were running out of time to charge.
Okay.
Alleged crime, Mark Elias served as general counsel to the Clinton 2016 campaign. The lie that Sussman allegedly told the FBI occurred in the context of his mid-2016 attempt to spread a completely fictitious story that there was a secret server discovered by unnamed internet experts that allowed the Trump organization to communicate with the Russia-based Alpha Bank. I wasn't following that stuff particularly closely, but I remember it was seen as a defining issue.
It's crazy how someone so rich could have such shitty tattoos. I just want to say.
He probably got them before he got.
He probably got
rich.
them when he was smoking rocks and shit.
Yeah.
Election in 2016.
That's
They
what
don't
they
look
look
new.
like. They're that quality, the type of quality someone addicted to crack.
Maybe
would
he
get.
likes it though. Look at his logo and his
I mean,
T-shirt. Like he likes.
No,
he likes
I mean
simple
that's
stuff.
better. That's better than what's on his arm.
Still in 2020.
That's the fart bird.
He's got Jesus not nailed to a cross on his one arm. You see that?
Something that was being talked about, and it was like being sort of, in a way, discussed as if it was just an absolute fact. To discover that this was propaganda, a construct, a confection by the Democratic Party, who of course are now in government, is kind of beyond disappointing, because you begin to question and query what other things may not be true. Once you recognise that people create certain truths in order to meet certain ends and aims, the idea that you might be able to trust their integrity obviously dissolves. This in itself is a big enough issue to cause concern. But
why would anyone think that you can trust the integrity of the Democratic Party or the Republican Party? I don't trust either one of their integrity. I don't like either one of them.
Why do? Because people pick sides. They pick sides and they fight for their side, and so people will vilify Donald Trump and they'll forgive Hillary Clinton because they think that Hillary Clinton is their champion.
You ever
I fight
notice
for what I believe in? That makes me vote Democrat.
You ever notice when Trump had a rally, they'd like set all the black people behind him?
Yeah, but
they'd find like 10 black
they
people.
would do
at the Trump
representation
rally
a lot
and
for
sit them all behind, like directly behind him, so people could be like, "Oh, black people like Trump."
They do that though. They do the representation for all people. Like they handpick who they put behind them. They handpick to make them look like a good representation
Did you see that guy
of their
that kicked
voters.
out making faces? I'm sure y'all talked about
Yes,
that.
yeah, I remember that. Because he got in there and they sat him back there because he's a black guy, but they didn't like screen him to see if he was actually a Trump fan. So he actually got behind Trump and got to do dumb faces, which was hilarious. I loved it. Yeah, but I don't think they're just trying to do representation. I feel like I've never been to a Trump rally, but I can't imagine, even in like the South, that there'd be a lot of black people at a Trump rally. I feel like they're taking literally all of the black people and sitting them behind Trump.
Maybe they were the ones that were curious to. Maybe the black people probably in the South are curious to see what a Klan rally is like.
No, they are
and
not.
They wanted. They figure they'd get away with one at a Trump rally.
What was that, Monty?
If you're black and at a Trump rally, you're going to be on TV.
Yeah,
it's facts.
It's true.
What else is implied? I suppose what I personally think is it suggests to me that everything is a kind of construct. All of the information that's peddled and rendered is unreliable. The primary function is to create a state where people do not query or question and go along with edicts and ideas that are convenient to the powerful.
Is this wrong what he's saying here?
No.
Does anybody have an argument against this? I see people in chat saying something confusing. Russell Brand would say, what's confusing? Stigmati says, why do we have to listen to a British citizen who thinks he's Jesus Christ meddle in our politics? Like he's spelling it out pretty honestly what's going on. Like,
by the way, when haven't the British been meddling in our politics? Like since day one, that's been the case.
Meddling in our politics? He's just giving.
No, he's just giving his opinion.
Yeah.
He's saying don't trust the media and don't put all your eggs in the basket of the person that you think is going to do something to change when they're committing the same crimes you're vilifying your opposition for. He's saying do better, think above that, worry more about the people across the aisle and not the frickin' person they're putting up on a pedestal.
Truth is just lost and just irrelevant for expedience.
I want to see
in the
him chop
context of the
wood.
2016 election, in which the Clinton campaign had elevated Trump's alleged ties to the Kremlin to center stage, this secret communication channel was peddled by Sussman both to the FBI and to Clinton-friendly journalists as smoking gun proof of nefarious activities between Trump and the Russians. Less than 2 months prior to the 2016 election, Sussman secured a meeting at the FBI's headquarters with the bureau's top lawyer, James Baker, and provided him data which he claimed proved this communication channel.
So this guy started the entire Russiagate rumor with false data. Our media latched onto it for years.
More than our media. The one half of our government latched onto it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was all fed, according to this FBI indictment. It was all fed off nothing. Are the feds going to indict somebody that they're wrong about?
They were very desperate to make Trump look bad in many ways. Like, they knew he wouldn't get successfully removed from office. They just wanted those impeachments. Now they can say he's got 2 impeachments. Like, statistically, because of like some of those things, like he's a 1-term president. He got impeached twice.
He got 3 Supreme Court justices into their seats. That's the big one. That's the one that his side's going to remember, and that's the one that we let go. Like his impeachment, that's a personal thing.
It's personal.
Yeah, like he got impeached twice. That's what's that? That's not a win for the Democrats.
I mean, a lot of like his Supreme Court justice thing. A lot of that's right place, right time kind of stuff. When people die and when people get too old to retire or to keep going. So that it's not so much an accomplishment as he happened to be president when the opportunity.
But to say he only got 1 term and he was impeached twice, and all the other failures he has, you have to remember, as much of a failure as he was highly effective in the next maybe 20, 30, 40 years of our country. Like these justices will be there. They'll be sitting on their chair half alive like Ruth Bader Ginsburg was doing.
Of trying to lure the FBI into investigating this scam conspiracy theory when Sussman allegedly lied to Baker by concealing the fact, outright denying that he was peddling the story in his role as lawyer for the Hillary Clinton campaign, as well as a lawyer for a tech executive hoping to be appointed as the top cybersecurity official in the soon-to-be inaugurated Clinton administration. Again, I suppose like many of the stories and subjects that dominate the current news cycle are so important that you want to believe that what you're being told is as just authentic conveyance of truth, not that the person that's like if at the time we're like, oh, there's this, there is the.
Does this sound like MAGA rhetoric to you? Because that's what he's been accused of all over the Twitter timeline last night. I don't think so.
Literally all night.
Top trending, saying he's gone right wing.
Yep.
This is not right wing. This is just not blindly listening to any side. That's the problem I have with all this. It seems like they're trying to brand him as the new MAGA elite asshole, and that's not at all what he's doing.
These allegations that Trump was in cahoots with Russia. Who's saying it? Oh, the lawyer for the Clinton campaign who will be given a role in cybersecurity in the event that the Clinton administration comes about. Do you think that could be a factor then? I mean, in a sense, we need a class. Like one of the things people continually lament is that we have this class of professional career politicians who can't be relied on. But actually what you want is a class of professional career politicians who can be relied on. And part of that profession should be you can't have these relationships outside of it. You can't have people campaigning for this, having these type of relationships, leaving this office to go into this office, leaving this role in government to go and work for that tech firm.
Oh, you mean limit the politicians for what they can do outside of politics? They can't just rally up a bunch of things in politics, make changes, then go work for a privatized company after they changed our American laws to give these privatized companies a crazy amount of power? Yeah, I think that's reasonable. We can't just become politicians and then change the laws so corporations can fucking steal from everybody and then go work for them afterwards when you're no longer needed. Like, this is all great points here. You guys are bored, though. Why the fuck do we watch this? Let's go to the next video.
All of these things
I'm still kind of letting in what I'm hearing.
Of regulations. Sussman's claims that he was just acting as a concerned private citizen. Look, I'm just a concerned private citizen, just like any. I'm just a regular Joe that's currently working as a lawyer for the Clinton campaign, just a mum and pop.
Is that him trying to do an American accent?
Operation. Then I'm going to be just a regular guy, a regular Joe six-pack, heading up cybersecurity for the Clinton. I've got no skin in the game. I just want to see justice served with this imaginary pretend bunch of lies I'm peddling. Those claims that he was just a concerned private...
I want to see justice served with these imaginary pretend lies I'm slinging. Like, that's That's not MAGA. That's not supporting Trump. That's an observation that's very fair. It's very if the FBI indictment is as hard on as it is, and what do they have, a 90% conviction rate? It's something huge. So they don't indict unless they have an idea that what they're indicting will win. They're thorough over there at the bureau.
Yeah, why did they wait so long?
Well, they probably have been working on the case, and they probably maybe didn't want to do it while Trump was president because they were worried it would be looked at as...
Trump's like, I'm going to pardon Russell Brand.
But who knows why they waited so long, but like they waited until the statute of limitation was over or was about to be over, then they pulled the trigger.
Someone send Russell Brand to federal prison. He's in on this. He must be an informant.
And were negated by numerous documents obtained by Durham's investigation, including billing records where he charged the Clinton campaign for his work in trying to disseminate this story, including his meeting with Baker at FBI's headquarters. I'm just a regular citizen receiving payments from the Clinton campaign. I'm just conducting meetings with Baker at the FBI headquarters. Got to drop my kid off at a soccer game, then I'm going to do some little league practice, then I'm having a meeting at the FBI. I'm just a regular Joe. I'm a concerned citizen.
So really... the reason he's doing this voice, for those of you that don't pick up on his American accent, the guy, the attorney that went and that was working for Hillary Clinton's fund, that told the FBI that Trump had collusion with Russia, is saying that he didn't act under order of Hillary. It wasn't Hillary who he was working for that made him do it. He's saying he was doing it as a civilian of the United States. Just a regular civilian, even though he was directly affiliated. That's like when you do the damn McDonald's monopoly, and the monopoly says you can't win if you work for McDonald's. If your family works for McDonald's, you can't cash in on that $1 million monopoly boardwalk piece because you work for McDonald's. It's not right to cash in on that piece. So this guy's over here saying, well, just because I cashed in this piece of information that wasn't even a real piece, has nothing to do with him working for McDonald's. He was just, this is his off time. And that's why it's suspect.
Specific life you're living. The FBI went on a wild goose chase to investigate Sussman's conspiracy theory, but the Bureau quickly concluded that there was no evidentiary base to believe any of it. It has long been known that the Trump Alpha Bank story was a fraud. A report issued in December 2019 by the DOJ Inspector General revealed that the FBI investigated whether there were cyber links between the Trump Organization and Alpha Bank, but concluded by early February 2017 there were no such links. So from 2017 onwards, why was it still being peddled? Because it was a good idea. It was a good idea. The whole dislike of Trump from the left was based on, this guy's corrupt, this guy's an idiot, this guy's a liar. And what's the alternative?
Boom. That's the line right there that makes him look like a right MAGA. He's gone Trumper. He's gone crazy. The media wants you to think he's gone crazy because he's telling you, we all hated Trump because he was a liar, because he wasn't honest, he cheated, and they're over here trying to take him down by being liars and being dishonest. Like he's saying that they're both playing the same game. Stop putting all your belief in either side and start thinking for yourself. But that's very hard for some people.
All this fraud, one of so many that formed the Russiagate scandal, played a significant role in shaping media coverage of the 2016 election. Spurred on by Hillary Clinton herself, the liberal sector of the corporate media used this fake claim to bolster their narrative that Trump and the Russians were secretly in cahoots. And the story of how they spread this disinformation involves not just the potential criminality outlined in this indictment of Hillary's lawyer, but even more seriously, a rotted and deeply corrupted media. Ugh. Good language from Greenwald there. It's all rotten. It's rotten to its dirty, stinking core. It's very unfortunate to discover these things about the way the institutionalized corporate media operates, that information is received, not correctly queried. If it's in line with what you already believe, then it's broadcast. If it's at odds with that, there's no judicious spirit. There's no integrity. It's really unfortunate. Whether you look at, like, you know, if you look at the political relationships they have, corruption, they've got political alliances. Then you look at the commercial relationships they have with people that advertise. Oh, pharma companies advertise on there, so we're not going to say nothing about that. Oh, big food, they advertise, we're not going to say anything about that.
Monsanto.
So its actual function of communicating information to you, me, us, the people, well, that's just pure theatre, just pure theatre. You can sort of only ever, you might as well watch it the same way as you watch wrestling or something. Go, well,
it is. Even Jesse Ventura has talked about that when he got into politics, how similar it was to pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. How the people who pretend to hate each other are actually cutting deals in the back.
Yeah, I wrote rap lines about that back in like 2008.
But I know it's made up. According to internal emails obtained by Durham's investigators, the researchers with whom Sussman was working warned him that the information was woefully inadequate to justify the claim that Trump was secretly communicating with the Russian bank, and that only animus against Trump would lead someone to believe that this evidence supported such a claim. But by then, the media's Russiagate fraud was in full force and could not be stopped by anyone. This particular hoax got a major boost when the candidate herself, Hillary Clinton, posted a tweet in which she claimed
it was all that was on the news for, you know, the first few years of Trump's presidency.
Yeah, and it was fed by Hillary's lawyer with no actual proof.
Computer science.
I'm sure it wasn't Hillary's only lawyer, right? Like, I don't know how closely aligned this lawyer was to Hillary and her campaign. She probably has multiple lawyers.
Oh, she definitely does.
But like that chain of command is still in question there.
Apparently uncovered a covert server linking the Trump organization to a Russian-based bank, which would be, wow, I didn't even think of this, but would be good for me because it would mean like that Trump's corrupt and that. So that'd be because I'm actually standing against Trump. So like if he's corrupt and I'm not corrupt, well, guess what? The opposite was true. The fact is, and one thing
I don't know if the exact opposite was true in this case. In this case, probably. I don't think Trump is free of corruption, but in this case, yeah, the opposite was true.
Was aware of at the
Trump is not free of corruption at all, for sure.
And we're not even sure if the opposite is true in this case. Just the feds have indicted this person claiming the opposite is true.
Right.
They haven't. It's the end of a 5-year statute of limitations, and they're going to take it to court most likely. We'll see where that goes.
Critic of Trump was that you can't criticize Trump this vehemently unless what you want is something that's significantly different, authentic, real, that cares about ordinary people. You know, I've said that it ought to be regarded as, you shouldn't see Trump as an individual icon. You should say period before Trump, Trump, period after Trump, and look at the whole phenomenon. What led to Trump? What happened under Trump? What's happening now after Trump? And look at that whole thing. What does it feel like for ordinary Americans? What's improved? What's improved economically? What institutions have been tackled? What corruption has been addressed? What's really changed? What's happened? If you look,
that's a really good way to think about it, but people don't want to say that. They want to say, "No, fuck that. Trump is bad. We got rid of him. We won. We won. We beat Trump. Let's rest on our laurels for 20 more years until Barron Trump takes over, and then we got to fight him too."
Yeah.
Monty, I just don't know anymore, man.
I don't either. Like, this whole thing is weird for me. Like, I don't speak on it unless I know enough about it. I don't know enough about this.
I've been watching Russell Brand a lot recently. I actually just 2 days ago, I watched like a 2-hour interview between him and, or maybe it was an hour interview between him and David Lynch about transcendental meditation. And David Lynch and him, David Lynch's foundation gave him an award for his commitment to humanity, and it was all very interesting, fun chat. Two people who I've enjoyed their media before, having a conversation about a higher sense of existence. And then now 2 days later, we're getting Russell Brand is MAGA because his clickbait title was Trump was right.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Hear MAGA in this.
I don't hear right, or I hear more left here, but because it's not the brand of left that the majority left is trying to sell to you, They're saying he's right.
Yeah.
They're saying he's the next coming. They're saying he's Kid Rock 2 Electric Boogaloo.
No, I don't see a Kid Rock either.
Digital Indra says, I hate Billy because there's too much of him to love. I'm sorry, that's my fault. I tried to lose weight. Why so much hate?
I'll hug you, Billy. I'll hug you.
I mean, if you could get your arms around me. There's too much. There's too much to hug.
Oh, I can. They go all the way around, nice and tight.
Oh.
Look at it that way, a lot comes more clear. The Clinton campaign released its first McCarthyite video using dark insinuations to tie Trump to the Kremlin under the ominous headline, "What is Donald Trump's connection to Vladimir Putin?" And with that, the fraud of Russiagate was off and running.
I will say Putin did like Trump a lot, and they were kind of buddies, but
yeah,
that doesn't prove collusion.
Yeah, Trump also was the most buddy president with Kim Jong-un, which I didn't think I'd see that one coming. If there was ever an Axis, America, North Korea, and Russia, I gotta say it's pretty interesting.
Nothing came of the Kim Jong-un stuff other than a photo op a couple times.
Yeah. But it was...
Trump got to be like the first American to just walk across the DMZ without anyone shooting at him.
He waddled across.
Yep.
It was so cute.
His little smirk on his face when he's doing it. I was like, oh my God.
So weird, man. What a weird world.
Fueled by a combination of the inner Clinton circle, their corporate media, allies, and friendly state security services secretly endorsing the narrative for their media partners.
So Cheech La Tortuga says, we know that Russia interfered with our election on Trump's behalf. It's a documented fact. None of that is being questioned here. What is being questioned is whether or not Trump colluded with Russia, and the Alpha Bank that they accused him of, when this attorney that worked for Hillary, and Hillary, the Democrats, they screwed Bernie in 2016. We know that to be true. That's not a conspiracy. Was it Debbie Wasserman Schultz behind that entire screw job to Bernie? It's been bad. It's not been good. Donna Brazile. It's not been good. And this is like, you could say that, Russia helped Trump get into the White House, and they profited off it and enjoyed Trump over Hillary. That's not what's being argued here.
Found in one false Russiagate story after the next, all courtesy of the same corporate media outlets that insist their mission in life is to combat disinformation and are eager to censor the internet in the name of accomplishing it. The indictment of Hillary's lawyer, Michael Sussman, attempts to depict the FBI as Sussman's victim, but the FBI, still under the command of former director Jim Comey, chose to say nothing about his findings, which debunked the Trump Alpha Bank fraud. This in turn allowed the same army of liberal employees of media...
It was sketchy how he kept firing people like James Comey and shit. He made a powerful enemy when he did that.
Yeah, but there was a revolving door there for almost everybody in his cabinet, and those are people he appointed. So I'm sure wherever he could get somebody out of government where he had the opportunity, he would. He was fucking crazy. He was literally every other week there was a new Trump cabinet member, which Trump appointed them all. His cabinet was his. They were getting a revolving door like a couple weeks, and they'd have someone new in. I'm not saying Trump was a great leader.
Corporations that perpetrated most of the Russiagate frauds to continue to deceive the public into believing that it was true long after it was clear that it was fiction. Look at what's happening now in the media and think, what elements of it do you trust? What do you distrust?
Random Explorer on the pleb chat says the U.S. people are to blame for whoever is in the White House, period. Do you really believe that? Very interesting take. Very interesting take.
I mean, objectively, the 1 year a judge put George Bush in office when it was questionable whether or not Gore had won the election.
Yeah, let's not put this one on the people when the politicians themselves can rezone so that their zones
gerrymandering.
Yes, they gerrymander. They'll literally just sell off an entire group of people to a smaller jurisdiction that doesn't matter as much, and then their little county, boom, goes blue or red depending on whoever gerrymanders the frickin' spot. It's not the people here. There's something rotten in the state of Denmark. It's not the people.
We the pee hole.
Hot.
Everyone, please like the stream if you haven't already. Give us a couple likes. Help us get over 300 viewers. We are going to watch something a little more... I don't even know what to... It's totally different from this. Let's just say that. And we kind of touched on it on the last episode, but this is a bite-sized Cobes edit of the greatest King Cobra meltdown in history. Anything you want to say to wrap this up before we...
I just saw.
I don't think he's turned right wing, and it's okay that he interviewed Tim Pool and all.
He hasn't turned right wing. He's got an open mind, and the people who are accusing him of turning right wing should think about opening their mind up a little bit. Say what you want. Say, oh, he's defending Trump, but why is he defending Trump? He just said here, don't think of this Trump thing as a person, okay? Think of this Trump thing as a time period. Before Trump, what brought us to the reign of Trump?
This sounds
the
like
reign
a lot
of
of
Trump,
right-wing talk to me.
Of course it does. And then the reign of Trump, and then after Trump, and see what's really changed in that period of time. Look at it yourself with some objective eyes.
All right, here's some Cobes.
What's up, fella?
Have you seen this, Monty?
No, I haven't.
Really quick. Gray in the pleb chat said, yeah, let's just buddy up to the fascists. That'll help. We have to find at some point common ground as humans, okay, before we scorch the earth. The further we divide ourselves, the easier we are to corral and put into a frickin' our little camps. Our little safe zones, our tired little spaces where we'll just believe whatever we're told, we'll feed whatever they feed us, and we have no freedom at that point. We have to come together.
Look, I agree with Billy on that.
We have to come together.
We gotta talk to each other.
We can't just say
as people.
They're fascists. Okay, whatever, they're fascists. They're still Americans, and if we don't find common ground, we're gonna lose our footing.
It's your boy King Cobra JFS. No, I'll go on the stream whenever I want to, dude. Go fuck yourself.
Bam.
I got trolls texting me to kill myself, and I'm like, you first, asshole.
What if they started doing it en masse? Would he then have to because they all started going? That'd be horrible.
I want to point out, we watched Cobes on 9/11 cry the hardest I've ever seen someone cry without actually shedding a tear. And I've never heard Cobes legitimately cry or laugh. All of his crying and laughing is all like, ha 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 ha. It sounds like Data from Star Trek.
It's hard to convey emotion when you're that far on the spectrum.
I know.
Fuck my trolls. They're miserable cunts. Grab the potion time glass.
I like Cobes.
Black cherry.
He's like a zombie hobbit.
It's harder, black cherry. Yes. Dude, I like this Savetka mango pineapple vodka. That's some good shit. No sponsor.
No one thinks it's a sponsor.
Last man says Billy isn't as smart as he thinks he is. Right, send us in a video telling me why I'm so stupid. We'll watch it on the show. It'll be great entertainment. Seriously.
We're triggering Billy down there.
Seriously, I don't think I'm smart. I just think that I'm not going to fucking follow other people's opinions when they tell me to hate, when they tell me to be angry at something. I have to ask why somebody is telling me I need to hate or be angry. That automatically triggers my critical thinking. And it should you too. If somebody tells you to hate something and be angry, make sure that hate and anger is well fucking earned.
It's true, and there's a lot of that out there, and it's like, hey, this person did a bad thing. Let's go cancel them. Let's harass them and go lower than we would normally go, but it's okay because they're such a bad person. At least I heard they are. That happens all the time.
And I'm not mad, I'm passionate.
The fucking scary thing is it don't taste like vodka. Vodka normally has like a potatoey sort of taste, and it burns like fucking rubbing alcohol. But that don't even...
Maybe it is. I wonder if Cobes has ever drank rubbing alcohol.
It tastes like vodka, dude.
How does he know how it burns?
Cobes has this like reverse, like a lot of people have issues where they see themselves as lesser or worse than what they actually are. And Cobes has the exact opposite. Like, he thinks he's really buff and ripped and like in really great shape. He thinks he's an amazing guitar player. He thinks he's an amazing singer. He's
got it all figured out.
Oh, that's one way of putting it. But not. I mean,
would you rather be better at those things and think you're shit, and then never be happy with your successes?
Yes.
It's gonna shred. That's hilarious. And a sip of the alcoholic goodness. Whoop! Ow! Oi! Fuck off with that, you fucking wanker! Fucking. I start drinking.
Has he lost more
and my
hair
80...
since last time I saw him?
No, he just wears the hat. Like, he's not wearing the hat
Okay.
here. But if you
Just the
look at
hat,
him,
gotcha.
like, because he's been around for like 10 years, you look at him even like 4 years ago, he's got way less hair.
Yeah.
50% British comes out.
I have to wonder, like, if all the... I thought I drank a lot. This dude is drinking, like, he wakes up, starts drinking, starts streaming, and by the end of the day, he's blacked out doing what he's about to do here.
You probably have a better diet than him as well.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah. Like, not
it's-
everything I eat is delivery and shit, too.
Yeah, he seems to give himself the type of nourishment that would lead to male pattern baldness.
Maybe.
I don't think that's pattern baldness.
I think male pattern baldness is
That's male
almost
chaos
completely
baldness
genetic.
right there.
I think it's almost completely genetic.
Male chaos baldness.
Yeah, that's not pattern right there, right?
I get really-
that's just hair coming out.
Drunk, and then my Scottish side comes out.
Your Scottish side? No. Like, maybe you have... First of all, your last name's Saunders. I don't believe that's Scottish. It sounds like German or something.
Yeah.
Could have been his mother's side.
I have ADHD just like Ozzy has. It comes with... fuck off! It comes with the fucking package of having Asperger's, and I'm just like... This is another reason why I don't fucking... you know what I'm saying? This is another reason why I don't off myself.
Oh my god.
I love to play guitar.
Thank God for that guitar.
Yeah, keep playing.
I went and saw Suicide the Musical today. If you guys want to go see it, it's called Dear Evan Hansen. I saw it and I didn't realize it was a musical until I started watching it. And I was like, oh, this is a new level of cringe. And I had like a whole series of moments where I was on the verge of cringe and the verge of crying. It was beautiful.
Oh. I don't even have to... Oh, shit.
I like how he yells at his guitar because he doesn't know how to turn the volume down on it.
That sounded like a bark.
He gets pissed off at a bunch of inanimate
On
objects.
social media are like, okay, good for you, Cobra. You can play guitar. You know how to shred.
No one thinks that.
No. Yeah, look out. Look out, you two Cobras flashy with this guitar. Oh, hello. Excuse me, gorgeous. I'm sorry.
He's drunk right now.
Oh, dude, he's like blacked out at this point.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, gorgeous.
There you go. Make love to the guitar coach.
My sexy BC Rich. It's okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to have a moment there with my guitar, but that's how it is. That's how it is.
He does like the worst national anthem. That's what he's trying to do right now.
Okay.
Like, he's trying to do like the Jimi Hendrix version of the national anthem from Woodstock. And he's he's off completely right now.
That's less Jimi Hendrix
squashed right now too,
and more give me hand sex.
Give me hand sex.
Right. I don't even want to deal with this.
Good Tuesday to you, sweet boys and Monty. Listening to you while working out. Finally got my bench over 200. Like the stream, fellow peasants.
I've gained a bunch of weight back, like the weight that I lost last year. I've gained a bunch of it back, and I stopped lifting, and I want to get back into it really soon. I just kind of got lazy as fuck and just stopped doing it and just ate whatever the fuck I wanted.
Dude, I can't.
And then, like, everything opening back up just encouraged me to do more of that. I was like, oh, damn, bars are open again. Time to go to bar. Like, I don't know what it is. I enjoy drinking in bars a lot. Like, way more than, like, sitting at home drinking.
Well, when you're sitting at home drinking,
why is that?
What fun can you get in?
It's mostly
you invite people up.
Yeah, it's mostly like introverted fun though. You know, it's like, like King Cobes. I can play guitar. I can play video games. But I like just chilling at a bar and like having a drink, like sipping on it slowly, and
then you meet cool people.
Oh, dude, all the time. There's like 3 dive bars in Bellevue, and those are the best places to go in Bellevue. Definitely. Because all the other bars in Bellevue are like fucking swanky bars that are attached to luxury hotels in downtown. And that's basically what you got.
I'm a fucking loser. Can't play the fucking Star Spangled Banner right now.
Yeah, you're wasted.
It's
But you couldn't
pissing
play
me
that at the beginning. Dude, he's about to Dude, this is just the beginning. He's charging up right now.
It pisses me off! Like, okay. I've spent several years being patriotic. Fuck the haters!
Damn.
And that's how it is. Nah. Stupid fucking lighter. Fuck you! Stupid fucking lighter.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of what I just mentioned, if you're a $10 or above patron, I did a vlog. I did 2 vlogs. One where I went downtown and I went to South Lake Union and went to some places down there. I went to the Seattle Kraken team store and a bar where you can pour your own drinks down there, which is really cool. They charge you by the ounce. And then also I went to the Kirkland, Washington Oktoberfest, which is where I went before the last show. So, like, if you look at the last show, I was really wasted during that show. So you can see the video that I filmed while I was there. So
at the bar where you can pour your own drinks, do they have like an area afterwards where you can put like pimentos and like sprinkles and shit in it, like you would do at a froyo?
No,
because it sounds like a froyo bar, but for
dude,
beer.
This place in some ways is so problematic. Like, it's connected to the big Google office building in South Lake Union, you know?
Yeah.
And basically there's a big wall of empty glasses, and they even have like machines where you can rinse out the glasses before you pour them. And you get a card that's like linked to your debit card, and you pick the tap of the beer that you want, and you stick the card in, and you pour it. You can pour a little taster, or you can pour a big like pint of it if you want. And then a lot of the seats in this place are trapeze style seats, where it's like a wooden bench strapped to 2 ropes. And with padding, it has padding on the walls, just in case you like swing back into the wall. It's great. It's a disaster.
Any people there covered in bees?
Why?
You don't remember your bee story from Saturday?
Oh no! That was it, waiting in line to get into the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you had more bee friends.
No, dude, it wasn't. I was trying to stay in line, but not stand behind these fucking people that were just letting bees land all over.
Why were they doing that?
I don't know, but they had like 4 or 5 fucking bees landing on them. And I'm like, should I say something to them? Like, I don't know how to respond to this. And then the bees were just like landing on them, and I'm like, there's bees.
Yeah, and they didn't care.
No,
that's so funny. I don't think I'd care either. But after that's
There
with
was
like
a bunch
one
of
bee.
them. And I'm like, what is it about these people that makes all these bees want to land on them?
Beat up. You don't like it. You don't like it. You don't fucking like it. Then maybe you should fucking go against the grain.
What?
Stupid. What? Fuck.
So you yelling at his lighter?
Beat you up, you piece of shit.
Yeah, he's gonna beat up a bunch of inanimate objects here. He's crazy. Huh? Huh? You missed it. Hold on. You got to see this. No. Monty did not see it.
No.
Watch this shit.
Oh, come on.
Damn it! Broke my fucking cigarette. Fuck!
His neighbors must
Does he have
love
neighbors?
him. Oh, yeah, he's got neighbors. He lives in an apartment.
Wow.
Fucking social media doesn't give a shit! Fuck
Social
you!
media broke your cigarette, Cobes.
Fuck you! Fucking touching me, you piece of shit. Fuck you! And fuck this.
What are you kicking now, dude?
Yeah, of course.
He knocked his beer over
My drink has to spill.
because he kicked the table he
I
was sitting
lose
on.
my
Yeah, you kicked the
fucking
fucking table,
temper
man.
over these stupid fucking assholes.
Oh, my God.
And no one's
Is that
gonna
nice?
feel sorry for me because it's just like you did it to yourself, dude. You had a fucking drink combo and you had to lose your fucking autistic temper and spill it for yourself. Fucking bullshit!
Where did he go this time? Oh.
The fuck out of my way, you stupid fucking hat!
His hat.
Wow. Cobes, bruh. You just need a hug, Cobes.
His pants are
He's
falling down.
stomping his head.
His dick pops out and he has to pull his
Oh,
pants back
God.
up. Did you see that?
It's terrible.
They blurred it out.
That's your hat,
Stupid
Cobes.
fucking piece of shit. Fucking hat.
Cobes
Fuck
needs a hug,
you.
man. Come on.
Fuck you. Oh, it's... fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh. Cobes, have your cigarette, bruh. Just light it. Just light it.
He broke it.
You fucking piece of fucking goddamn...
You still got a partial to smoke.
Fuck
Just smoke it, man. Smoke it.
You stupid fucking bottle! Stand up!
Wait, what's he yelling at now?
Fucking desk! Stay on the fucking desk, you piece of shit! Fuck you! I told you. How many fucking times did I fucking tell you to stay on the fucking desk? Fucking stay on the desk! I told you 1,000 times. Fuck you! God!
Cobes needs a hug tonight, man.
Fuck
Or whatever
you!
that That's all he needs.
Stupid fuck. You want to fall off the desk to be cute, and no one asked you to be cute, you piece of shit. Fuck!
He's getting so mad at a glass. He's accusing a glass of falling off his desk to be cute.
Yes.
Fuck you! I don't care if I got a nasty fucking temper. Fuck you!
What's he yelling at now?
Stay the fuck in my hand, you piece of shit! I'll smoke you!
Do you think any part of this is like performative?
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's being funny. He's like he doesn't really get mad and like call drinks that fall off the table cute, right? Like he realizes he's angry and he's playing it up and he's being extra cute and funny with it. I'll smoke you. Like he's not serious 100%. He's obviously playing it up a bit. If he was really serious, we'd see his normal anger come out.
But he's
and this
super
is an abnormal. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Until you're dead! Fuck you! I don't care if anyone's side of me. I'm fucking miserable. I'm just making the best of every day.
Good job.
That's all you can do.
That's all you can do, Josh.
That's all you can do.
That's all you can do. It's true. I wouldn't say this is the best of every day, though. This might be one of your worst days. But you're making the best of your worst day right now.
With the content.
He didn't yell at the cane.
He respects it.
I've never been so drunk that my dicks fall out on camera. But maybe that's not because I haven't been drunk enough. Maybe it's because my dick isn't chunky enough to fall out on camera.
Well,
you said I've never been so drunk that my dicks fall out.
That my dick has fallen out.
It might be dick out angry like Emo Howlin' Wolf does.
You got a fucking whore.
Hawkeye Pierce says if it's an act, he's fucking Andy Kaufman. I don't think it's an act. I think he realizes he's on camera and he's losing his shit and he's going an extra bit further than he would if he wasn't on camera, right?
She's a whore.
But he pulls his dick out when he gets really pissed.
He does. Yeah, Emo Howling Wolf does.
Cobes did it on accident.
Yeah, his pants were falling
Back
down.
to this video response. I'll be back here in a second.
I'll be back here for a second. I'll be back here.
I didn't show the United States of Insanity trailer last time, did I?
No.
Okay, this is, I guess it's a documentary about ICP fans. It's called The United States of Insanity.
Okay.
Ooh.
This morning, the ACLU filed a federal lawsuit challenging the designation of a musical fan base
So it's
as a criminal gang.
It's not about the fan base. It's about the FBI making them officially a gang.
Yes.
Which is nuts.
I'd like to introduce the plaintiffs, the Insane Clown Posse.
I mean, it is about them, but it's...
I love how they can be gangsters, they can be juggalos, and they can be furries at the same time.
The war. And in this case, they're activists.
Yeah.
With the FBI. We made USA Today's worst album of the year, GQ's worst artist of all time. We embrace the hate. People hate what they don't understand.
Juggalos are still a group that is reviled and misunderstood.
We're just one big family.
That big dude is great.
Look out for each other.
All of your family.
His music isn't for moms.
That's his mom.
The FBI designation is unprecedented.
The ACLU, they don't play.
And it wasn't just about representing a bunch of people who painted their face.
Our daughter's 4 years old, so are they going to consider her a gang member?
This is a case that is important enough to go to the Supreme Court.
It's fair to say
Try her as an adult.
Some were gang members. You know, the music is violent.
If this would have happened to a band that America liked, the country would be
The
up in arms
music
about.
is violent in the same way that the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote is violent. It's cartoon levels of violence in ICP music.
I'm an attorney. Can I speak to you? Are you with the ATF?
We should point out one of them flicked us off on his way out.
Stop and take us out of the equation. Look what they're saying.
I am not a gang member.
I am not a gang member.
I am not a gang member.
If having bad taste in music was a crime, every parrot head in the world would be on the gang list.
If the government can target a group of people
Jimmy
based
Buffett
on their
did not
musical
like that.
taste, they can target a group of people based on any reason at all.
You're making history. We're the good guys here today.
Was it the Million Juggalo March or something like that? Oh my God.
If we don't do something about it, who's next? Where would it stop?
Without these freedoms, we are not the United States of America.
United States of Insanity. Beautiful. That movie's going to be great.
You think so?
Yeah, I honestly was going to become a juggalo because I thought the gathering of the juggalos had to do with Magic the Gathering. And I was like, I'm cool with that.
Magic the Gathering of the Juggalos?
Yes, I'm there. If I can drink Faygo and tap mountains for mana, I'm there. I honestly...
That's what they call it now, tapping mountains for mana?
Yes. I heard that Violent J is retiring because he's dealing with a serious illness.
He's very thin now.
And I got to say, if that means there's a spot open, I'll do my best to become the next Violent J. I think I could pull it off. I don't know if I got to be a furry or what. If I gotta learn all his lines and rap all his lines, paint my face and fat around, I'll do it. I don't want ICP to die. I'm not even that big of a fan, but I don't want them to die.
Before we move on to the next segment, let's check out. We got at least 3 Streamlabs, right? And if you guys want to help us out with our goal, send in a Streamlabs using the link below. Also, visit our new sponsor, ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN, you can get 15 months for the cost of 12 months through ExpressVPN if you use our link in the description, expressvpn.com/drunkenpeasants. Go there, help support the show, get yourself a VPN. Do you want the Canadian version of Netflix? Do you want the UK version of Netflix? There's shows out there that you can't get on the US version. So you should check that shit out.
Or do you want advanced protection while surfing the internet? Because that's worth every penny, with or without your choice of entertainment. It's a great try it for a year. Buy a year, get 15 months. At the end of that 15 months, if you don't feel like it was worth it, at least you tried it.
The fuck up.
At least you gave it a shot, man. Thick Soul says, "I'll smoke you till you're dead." That was a comment about King Cobra's joint that he got in a fight with on that last video. Seth Buzz says, Cobra stomping his head is like if Monty got trashed and stomped out the leather jacket. Don't do it.
Oh, that's never going to happen.
Never
going to happen.
Love and respect for that jacket. Last man said, just rustling your Jimmy's, Bill Fridge. If that's what you think, I think you're a fascist. I think you're MAGA. Northern Perspective said, good Tuesday to you, sweet boys and Monty. Listening to you while working out. Finally got my bench over 200, like the stream, fellow peasants. It's so cool of you for that big down on Northern Perspective and getting ripped. I just wanted to read that one out because you're getting ripped, and I want to congratulate you for putting in the work to get there. That's awesome. Seth Buzz says, I like Russell Brand, but he's always been a clever idiot that can talk at length about things he doesn't understand in an entertaining way. Sort of like ... never mind, or maybe the way he talks about things you just don't understand because they directly conflict with your programming. We don't know. But thank you for the down-o, Seth.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Oh,
right.
oh.
Here comes antagonism right at you in just another 30 seconds because this shit is slow.
What
there it
is a juggalo? A Hulkamaniac.
Mom's motherfuckers at the third times.
I should turn off the goddamn internet.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. TPO,
they're gonna touch me.
Later. Here's some Ted Nugent in the news.
Good evening. Rock star and Michigan native Ted Nugent causing some controversy today during his speech at a political event in the village of Centerville.
Yeah, we have been telling you about the Constitution Day event featuring a long list of Republican speakers in addition to the former rock star.
Yeah, News Channel 3's Mike Craig
rock star.
is joining us live in Centerville tonight to explain how
they're like, yeah, he's not a rock star.
An exchange over Black Lives Matter turned ugly. Mike.
Yeah, Andy, some observers say the event, which was held to celebrate the Constitution, went off the rails fast. Ted Nugent provoking a reaction when talking about Black Lives Matter. When someone challenged the rock star, things briefly got out of hand.
Just keep and bear arms.
Organizers say today's Constitution Day event in downtown Centerville was a family-friendly event to celebrate the signing of the U.S. Constitution.
Come on! I'll eat your family tree and sawdust in your face.
Ted Nugent knows
right in front of Berkshire Hathaway. Yep. Beautiful.
Stranger to follow remarks teed off on Governor Gretchen Whitmer during his afternoon speech at today's rally.
There must be someone out here who can debate me, and there isn't. Especially that.
There must be someone out here who can debate me, and there isn't. Well, you jump from one point to another very quickly, Ted.
Not quick enough for anyone to challenge him.
Pirate piece of
I'll wait.
Yeah.
In Lansing, Gretchen Whitmer.
Nugent found a debate partner.
Aren't there any BLM punks out there that want to come up and harass me?
This man, Centerville resident Jalen Brown.
Black Lives Matter, terrorist organization.
Brown says it was that comment that set him off.
He said, "What's wrong with Black Lives Matter?" And he says, "Black Lives Matter, it's a terrorist organization."
I was hoping to just stand
This is
in
the problem with calling one side fascist. The other side calls the other ones terrorists. It's stupid. It's divide and conquer. We're being stepped on. Berkshire Hathaway is right behind them. They're buying up all of America, actually. No vote if they own the fucking property you're living on. But don't worry, we can rent for the rest of our lives.
I can not do anything, just keep my mask on and not do anything. But as soon as he said Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization, I took that personally.
Black Lives Matter too. Black Lives Matter too.
Brown's chant didn't land with...
My guy was so happy to go celebrate freedom with Ted Nugent. And now because of his freedom of speech, he's chanting Black Lives Matter too. He's got to add that qualifier at the end so he can walk out alive.
Black Lives Matter too. The revenge.
They're like, "Oh, we're gonna shit on you, but since you said two, we're not gonna murder you."
Many of the nearly 100 people in the crowd.
God.
We witnessed Brown getting verbally berated by several citizens as he walked off.
It was Constitution Day. I love the Constitution. I love the rights that it should stand for. But there are people that are taking those and misconstruing them and driving them in a different direction than what it really should be.
Several Republican candidates for state office speaking at today's event. They say they're fighting for the country's freedom.
First of all, I would be calling for the arrest of Joe Biden.
I mean, like, it'd be hard to have him arrested even if he actually did something.
Not only that, like, what if you were the president and you said you were going to arrest somebody like Hillary Clinton, and then you didn't?
Yeah. That would be strange.
Centerville's Village Council President Brandy Eckert tells me that she's sending her sympathies to Jalen Brown, the man she says was berated by some of the residents here.
If this guy doesn't have a weird kink, I'd be surprised.
As the actions don't represent the views of the village. Meanwhile, the sheriff here in St. Joseph County described today's event as peaceful, saying that there were no issues or arrests made today. The event ends here tonight at 7 o'clock.
I wonder what part of Michigan that was. It's probably out in the boonies, some small town. I guess Hillary Clinton was made the chancellor of some school in Northern Ireland, in Belfast, Northern Ireland. And a bunch of students showed up to protest. I don't know. They get these like high-profile people to be chancellors of schools. It happens a lot in the UK. And like Patrick Stewart was the chancellor of this university that he didn't go to. So it's like a United Kingdom kind of thing, and Northern Ireland is the part of the United Kingdom that's not part of Britain. And they brought Hillary Clinton over. It's interesting. Let's see.
War criminal! Fucking scumbag! Hillary Clinton's a war criminal!
War criminals aren't welcome in Belfast.
War criminals.
Scumbag! War criminal! War criminal!
For a very long time, there was a problem with terrorism on the border of Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. Doesn't happen as often as it used to.
Hillary!
There she is.
Hillary! Say it loud! Say it clear!
She's walking like she just got out of a IHOX.
Welcome here!
She's dressed like she's leaving an IHOX.
War
Is she
criminal!
Ric Flair?
Imperialist scum! War criminal!
That's what a chancellor wears. Either that or a viceroy.
She's at least a viceroy.
Go home! Yankees, go home!
Oh, I thought she was caught on something.
It is weird to be in the United Kingdom and call someone else an imperialist, but, you know.
There was a kid hauling her train. That's just more IHOX propaganda.
War criminal! War criminal!
I mean, there is an argument to be made, but the UK government has usually assisted in a lot of the US military actions over the years, so they should be yelling the same thing at their own politicians.
Nobody has put the money and time into the military-industrial complex that America had.
No, we just kind of bring them along for the ride, though. Like, if you go and look at, like, the coalition, there was a bunch of countries in it, and a lot of them don't. I mean, the U.S. has the third largest population in the world of any other country, so we've got a lot of people to send in. So, like, they're sending in people. It's a decent amount of people for their small populations, you know?
And some, I assume, are good people.
Some, I assume.
There are good people on both sides.
War criminal! War criminal!
This reminds me of, like, a crowd at a WWE show in the UK. That's what that sounds like. What they're chanting.
This is the crowd from the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view. The war criminal is the facing for the world title.
That's what you are today. Has called this.
War criminal is a huge face in Saudi Arabia.
Obviously, to protest the inauguration of Hillary Clinton as its new chancellor. Queen's University.
It's just a stupid honorary title. I mean, I don't know what can be done about it. I would say this does less than probably just filing a formal complaint about
I couldn't fucking believe they're making her a chancellor. My girlfriend's back here using her flag as a fucking snuggie. Right? We're fighting for our lives. That's my best accent. It's so good.
Her war crimes further epitomizes the university's role in an international framework of imperialism that sees it not only glorify warmongers like Clinton, but have a...
And after this, their bodies were found a couple miles away.
They all had Clinton smiles lashed into their neck.
Love that Joker.
Financial investment in military contracts.
Love that jokes.
And companies guilty of immense environmental destruction. Queens has facilitated the visitation of many war criminals and parasites over the years, but arguably not as big as the visit of Hillary Clinton as its chancellor here today. She's a proud Zionist and a proud imperialist with a war record as long as your arm.
Oh, it was definitely an apparent suicide, by the way.
Definitely.
They all together walked 2 miles away and committed suicide at the same time. That's what happened here.
Clinton has helped oversee U.S. bombing campaigns in over 9 countries.
In international news, a group of Irish people were found in a mass suicide parade.
Yeah.
Secretary for War, she authorized over 400 drone strikes across multiple nations.
Drone
which overwhelmingly
strikes.
killed civilians and even children at a proportion of almost 90%. She labeled black men super predators when she helped lobby for the 1994 U.S. Clinton.
I'm pretty sure Joe Biden did that too.
Yeah.
Oops.
Bill, which was immensely important in creating the mass incarceration levels.
Look. I know you guys love your little bake sale you got going on here. You got school pride and all that.
The guy talking really loves a bake sale.
Nobody cares about war crimes anymore, especially war crimes from the 90s. Our advancement in war crimes have come so far since the 90s.
Yeah.
You should see some of these 2022 war crimes we as Americans have planned out. They're chef's kiss. They're just extra special.
What can I do to get you into one of these late model war crimes?
Exactly. I'm going to slap this war crime on the hood.
What is it, too much war crime for you? You're just not the kind of guy who likes to spoil yourself, right? Just too much war crime for you.
I know you probably are worried what the wife is going to say, but why are you going to listen to what your wife's going to say? If I put you in a war crime right now, you get her out on the road in this thing, she's going to give you some sex crimes.
I
you know what I
don't
mean?
think they think that they deserve one of these late model war crimes. They're more of like a 2002 war crime kind of guy.
Yeah, Mac, you want to pull around the station wagon war crime? This guy says he can't handle the international Hillary Clinton war crime. Real pussy. I know. We're going to let this one drive off the lot in a real man's hands.
U.S. to benefit the prison industrial complex, a system of slavery by new means. A Zionist, Hillary Clinton has shown herself to be an enemy of Palestinian liberation.
A Zionist?
Zionist.
Oh,
Zionist.
So they're those. Oh yeah, I see Palestine. Yeah, so
We've created an entire dome. They have a dome, an iron dome, like Iron Man said. Missile defense that the America's paying for.
Satan with the oppressor.
I do such a great accent.
Just like during the 2014 Israeli bombing campaign of Gaza. She increased annual U.S. funding to Israel from $2.5
I wonder if there are a lot of political shanties out there.
Political shanty towns?
Yeah, no, not shanty towns. Sea shanty songs that are politicized.
Oh.
You always only hear about like drunken sailors and stuff. I want one about Hillary and her war crimes.
Here's this one guy. I can't remember his name. Here he is. You'll
In
recognize him.
Massachusetts and states all across America, all across Europe, that say if someone breaks into your home at 2 a.m., you need to run. You need to jump out the fucking window. You are not allowed to shoot them. You are not allowed to fight them. And while there are justifications for why it might be a good thing or why it might make us a better society, what the law is saying is that you as a human being do not have the right to defend yourself,
That's not
your
true.
family, or...
They have to actually attack you. You can't just shoot them because they're there. They have to actually like pose a threat to you.
Yeah.
That's what the law says.
You can't just go, oh, human, bang.
Yeah.
your property.
Bang,
That
bang.
is simply an affront to your human dignity. No free man requires permission before he defends himself or his family. But the war on spirit is total. Right now, in America, it is a controversial and offensive thing to say, I think white Christians are not evil. It is unheard of and disastrously taboo to say, I believe white Christians should be advocated for. It would ruin your entire life and cause you to be ostracized from society to say,
I just noticed he's smoking during these videos.
Yeah.
I, a white man, have pride in my heritage. The government right now...
What he does is he goes out to his garage to smoke because his parents don't let him smoke inside. And they also don't let him make hate videos inside.
Right.
So he's got to go out to his garage to do a smoke and make hate videos.
Actively offers
I'm going to go out and
preferential
talk about how I can't shoot people now.
treatment to
good
every
luck.
race except for white.
I love how these people, and I can say these people because I'm one of them. I'm a highly racist white man. These people, they just dream about the chance they can shoot somebody in their own home.
Yeah.
But they're too pussy to become cops where they can shoot somebody wherever they want.
Yeah, yeah. Like, just go get the job where you can.
business, home, scholarly, through debt.
This is like a weird mixture of like Nick Fuentes and Matt Damon and Repsion.
Repsion?
I see I see a little Repsion.
Where do you find Repsion? Is it because he can't grow a good mustache?
Yes.
That's not fair.
Yes.
That's not fair at
It is
all.
a pretty lame mustache.
Forgiveness through jobs programs, affirmative action. The list goes on. And no politician, no one in the
Has
mainstream.
Repsion tried to grow a mustache
Depends on how you define try.
I'm trying to think of a time where Repsion tried facial hair.
He also had a haircut kind of like this at one point.
Okay, maybe the haircut.
Will ever say anything about it. If you aren't familiar with this sort of stuff, it probably made you uneasy to hear me say. Uneasy to hear someone say, perhaps you are not evil inherently, perhaps you do not deserve to be punished for the race you were born as, or for the religion you practice in a country.
Calm down, man. Calm down. It ain't that serious.
But he thinks it's that
Bring it
serious.
down a little bit.
He thinks it's that serious, and if he doesn't believe it's that serious, then he's gonna have to start taking some personal accountability for the fact that he doesn't have his own house to smoke in. He has to go out to the garage and do a smoke and a hate because his parents get mad when he smokes and hates in the house.
All he wants to do is shoot somebody. So
I just want, they tell me if you come and break into my house that I gotta turn away, I gotta run out a window, I can't shoot you. Man, go fucking wrestle
we
him.
gotta de-escalate this man.
If someone comes in my house, I don't need to shoot him. I could grab him by the throat, put him through the fucking window. They'll probably come
Smack
during
him in
the
the face
process
with my
because
dick
most
and
people
knock
are
him out.
subordinate
That's
little
what I
bitches
do.
like that. But I'd do it. Get him.
Yeah. Got a table I stand on for smacking intruders with my dick.
Yeah, this is like
They
Nick
fall right
Fuentes without the attempt at comedy.
Yeah.
Your ancestors built. Perhaps we are not yet destroyed, but the soul of America has been conquered.
The soul of America has been conquered.
Yeah, he's always talking about how everything's over and done, and it's the world is coming to an end. But it all has to do with white people not having power anymore.
When my father was a kid and his father was a
I'm
kid.
late, but war crime car salesman bit had me rolling. Hope you three are well.
Cheers, Malcolm.
Glad you enjoyed it.
We was, my father, he went down to the quarry and I went down to the quarry. And my grandfather went down to the quarry and we all wrote our names up on the rocks.
Rocks.
And now with the quarry, people go down there and they write BLM on the walls and ruined our history.
Why'd you write on my rocks, you retard?
Those were my rocks to write on, and now you're writing on my rocks. It ain't right. That's what he argued about one night. It's like, okay, so you guys did a graffiti on these rocks and you're bad because other people did a graffiti on these rocks? To be honest, if you want to defend your rocks, you're going to have to stand your ground. I don't.
Yes.
If somebody comes in your house and you had a gun, I don't think you'd defend yourself anyways. I think you'd curl up in a fetal position or maybe doggy position and just take what's coming to you.
Hold on. Let me introduce you to the man.
It's
Whoa.
It's Trumpster Bob on some
three black
show.
people.
Yeah.
No, and
The
one
one
of them,
guy's name is Shaka Amos.
that's the guy that was from what's that genie movie with Sinbad?
Kazam or something.
Is he from Kazam? Is that the guy from Kazam?
Which isn't real, which never existed, by the way. There was no actual Kazam.
I think my guy is from Kazam over here.
Who you put in your title, who you was banging on. You put me, Sonetta, and Shaka Utmost in your title. This is Brother Shaka
Trumpster
Utmost.
Bob. It's Trumpster Bob. It's I think a representative of the Bloods, a representative of the Crips, and a representative from Azkaban. Or
Agrabah.
Agrabah. That's what I meant. Shit.
Agrabah.
I knew I was going to blow that one. Agrabah.
Azkaban's from Harry Potter, where the wizards. It's like wizard jail.
I'm just glad somebody figured out I meant Agrabah. Thank you.
Is he from wizard jail?
Thank you, Monty.
Right, how you doing, brother Shaka Utmost?
All right. So, Shaka, he was saying things like before you came in, for you not to believe that Jesus is white man and you believe that he's other than that, then you got to be a racist and so on. And he blamed slavery on Mansa Musa and not Europeans. No, you blame slavery on Mansa Musa and not European people.
But part of what you said, let me correct it.
Go ahead.
Believing that Jesus is black alone does not make you a racist. No, there's no way I could believe that, being a Christian. So what I'm saying, you have to listen to what I'm saying completely. If you believe Jesus was any other race than white, that's fine. But even for a Hispanic guy to say, nope, Jesus was Hispanic in origin. Let's just say that.
I mean, he couldn't have been Hispanic because that's like a mixture of Spanish and Native American, and there wouldn't have been any Native Americans over there.
Trumpster Bob does not know that.
Well, he's dumb.
Yes, he is.
Existed. Okay, that's fine if that's what they want to believe, but the reality is God is every race. He can be any race he wants to. He created humankind, but the thing is, we know Jesus throughout history to be a light-skinned guy, the way he's described in the Bible. So yeah, based off of the Bible, I believe him to be a white man. But who knows?
This guy got his kid in the background. That kid is dressed very cute. That got a whole suit going on back there.
The thing about it
I want that suit.
That doesn't matter that I believe that.
But in the Bible, he is not described as a white-skinned man.
Yes, very pale man. Okay, look, the people that make up Israel, who are and do to this day have a direct descendancy to Adam and Eve.
Well, I mean, shouldn't everyone?
A direct descendancy to Adam and Eve.
If the Adam and Eve story is true, then we all have a direct descendancy to Adam and Eve. Like literally everybody, not just people that live in Israel, because they would be the first people, and the story claims that they just like populated the world from them alone. So
they are considered the people that are running Israel right now. That is how they were chosen as God's people to be given Israel after World War II. Right?
What? Okay.
So here's the problem I have with what you're saying. If Jesus Christ was lighter in color than those people, yeah, he had to be a white man. So here's the problem I have with anybody refuting that is this. Okay, first of all, if you want to refute it, that's fine. But when you refute it and then you use that to go on to propagate false racism or to try to generate racism out of other people, then
he's going to keep going.
Oh, yeah, he's going to keep going.
You are classified as a racist because you're hate mongering. And that's all you're doing. That's all your channel's really about, I believe. That's what makes all of you guys your money.
All right, let's talk to Shaka.
This guy's clenching his jaw. I think he wants to kick the shit out of Trumpster Bob really bad.
He's got a teardrop tattoo, too.
Yeah, that's a red flag. That's a red flag.
Let's let Shaka talk. Shaka, you got the floor.
Hey, yo. I just want to ask this trailer park inbred cracker motherfucker why he's on fucking YouTube.
The Donkey Kong motherfucker.
Yeah. Why is this bitch? Why is this bitch? Yo, hold up. Hey, yo. Why is this caveman? Why you got this Neanderthal? Why you got this Neanderthal caveman motherfucker on YouTube talking about my man Sarnetta should be shot in the head because he went to school for motivational speaking? Fuck you, bitch. You don't think you can be found, motherfucker? You know what date this is? Motherfuckers got GPS and all kind of crazy technology shit. God damn.
Damn.
Oh my God.
The fucking government ain't the only one with that shit. Fuck wrong with you? Trailer park, no education having motherfucker. And then you on fucking YouTube talking about I work for some gay dude named Eddie Griffith. I don't even know who the fuck Eddie Griffith is. Only Eddie Griffith I know is a fucking comedian, and I ain't never met the motherfucker. I don't even think he's funny. The fuck is you talking about? Nigga, you need to fucking, you know what? You need to take the little particles of shit that you got from out of your ass, out of your beard, out of that nasty fur on your face. All right? And that's why I tell black dudes they need to stop wearing, that. They need to stop wearing them beards looking like these cavemen. Where you at? Come see you? Where you at? Wow. Where you at?
Can you hear me?
Where you at? I can hear you perfectly. Where the fuck you at? How many?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
He's in Texas.
Can you hear me? Because I get these threats all the time.
He's in Texas.
I get your punk
He's in
ass
Texas.
all
The host's like,
over.
he's in Texas.
Better than you.
I'm out of here. Hey, yo, I don't deal with fucking
But let me explain to you where I'm at, you fucking pussified motherfucker hiding behind a goddamn camera. I live in Edinburgh, Texas, on the border of Texas and Mexico. And if you come down here, you better be ready to talk like a man. You're getting out of place with that racism talk down here, because there are Mexican gangs down here that will beat your bitch ass up. There's a motorcycle gang that's not far from me.
That's your gang? That's your gang?
That's not my gang, but I'm friends with a couple of them. And I can tell you right now, you come down here bringing that racism bullshit, shit, they're liable to find your ass across the border hanging from a fucking tree. And
You're gonna put him on the cross. You want to put him on the cross, right, and burn it. Tell the truth.
No, not me. But if he comes down there with that hate and that bullshit, and he's trying, what he's trying to do is call intimidation and fear factor on the internet. You get it all the time.
It's called intimidation and fear factor on the internet. You get it all the time. You see Joe Rogan hosts, and they make me eat these bugs. They dangle me off buildings. I just don't like this intimidation and fear factor. Even if I did get second place, I was screwed out of the winnings.
Yeah. Wow. T-Bob. Come on, man.
What do you think, Monty?
Oh, this dude, like, trying to tie the Jesus thing into racism, like, you lost me, Trumpster Bob. You lost me. That's a stretch.
How about this?
I don't even believe in that motherfucker, but
how about this? When he was talking that way to that gentleman that may or may not be a genie, but definitely is representing himself as a killer.
Yeah, he ain't a genie, but he can throw them hands.
When he called on the GPS, he's like, we got GPS, the genie positioning service, and I'll find out where you're at, dude. You'll rub that lamp once, twice, 3 times, you're done.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah. He's looking for that smoke. Trumpster Bob better be careful. This is nothing like that other dude that he possibly whooped his ass. I think that was the verdict. Trumpster Bob did whoop that dude's ass, I think.
It wasn't. There was no definitive win there. It was exactly what you'd think would happen between two old boys tussling. Yeah. That being said,
this dude will whoop Trumpster Bob's ass. I can tell.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like how he's like, "Hey man, I'm fucking out of here. I can't do this shit. I'm not gonna waste my fucking time with this piece of shit," and just left. Not enough people do that in conversations with pieces of shit. There's big respect right there.
I don't understand it.
I hit play on the video and it took me to this KJK video.
Yeah, I know. What's he all about?
He's got a phone. Wait, I don't know if I've ever seen his phone before. He's got a picture of his.
What kind of phone is
that? I think that's an LG. It's an LG of some sorts. What's LG make? Ben, we have.
I don't know.
We have this new video came up. It's Kevin Joseph King, and he's got a phone that he recorded a video of his laptop. We haven't played any of it yet, so I'm gonna see what he's got to say.
Okay.
So I got something for you.
What do you got for us?
Show me.
I got something to show you,
Okay. He's got something for all. Then his something for us is he got something to show us. Is this Inception?
Okay.
Is this Inception?
It's going to pan to another video of him with another phone.
Okay, no, that's not him.
Yeah.
What is that? People's Court? Dun. Oh, no. Here comes the judge. Here come the judge. Yeah.
Yeah, is that what happened?
Mm-hmm. Y'all see the judge fall, y'all? Y'all see the fall of the American justice system, y'all? Y'all see it, y'all? I called it, y'all. American justice system crumbling. Revolution, y'all.
She was coming over to look at this evidence and she fell.
It's the revolution, y'all. Man, I heard a smack too.
Oh wow. All right.
It's a video of a video of a video, man. This is Inception.
Yeah, what are we doing? Yeah, that's who fell.
Y'all see, y'all.
Y'all see? She fell, y'all.
American justice system is failed, y'all. Anarchy rules, y'all. Y'all see?
Wait, and he's playing it again.
Yeah, if KJK got a teardrop tattoo, that'd be pretty. He got to earn it, though. You can't just get a teardrop tattoo. Maybe he's saying that he was the one that made the judge fall, and he's ready to get his teardrop.
You got to kill someone in jail.
Yeah. All right. Your video's done.
I don't know. I like watching it over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. What you got to say about it? I'm so glad Pornos didn't come up on his phone. But what else was on his phone there? Can we go back? Can we go back? What? Can we go back and look at the thumbnails?
He's playing it again.
We got to go back and look at the thumbnails. Okay.
Damn it.
We got to get those thumbnails. We got to pause. Okay.
How many times does he play it?
What is going? What all is?
Tommy Sotomayor.
He's got a bunch of Tommy Sodies.
Okay.
He's got some people's houses. Like he's walking
The
around his
people he's
neighborhood.
stalking?
Yeah. So he's got some walk and talk videos, maybe. I think I can't tell what that was. There a woman there with a brine shrimp on her shoulder or a caterpillar or something? It's all so confusing.
Yeah. How many calendars does he have? What is that?
He's got like 9 to 15, depending on which wall.
Yeah.
He just plays it again and again. What?
She fell, y'all. She fell, y'all.
Yeah.
He's trying to do his own version of DP, where he reacts to the videos.
It's better than us.
Yeah. But she fell. What's he doing now?
Ending the video.
All gone.
Oh, killer! That was beautiful.
What?
I could never be so clever. That was too much.
Sup? This Alex Chu.
What the fuck?
Coming at you with a new episode. This episode, I want to talk about why I personally like incest porn. Okay.
Why do you personally like incest porn, Papa?
We like incest porn?
Not we. Who said we?
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah, what?
Hold on. Monty.
That's what he said.
Monty. He didn't say we. He said I personally.
That was some Freudian stuff right there.
God damn, every time Ben plays that clip of you, I defend you. And now I'm questioning whether or not this is your kink.
Tell us about your mother.
Play this guy. Look, get up and go to the bathroom.
I personally like incest porn.
See, did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard him. He said, why I personally like incest porn. And you said, hold up, why do we like incest porn now? Well, you made it a we thing. And I'm thinking...
He said we.
No, he said I. He literally said I, and then followed with personally like incest porn. Not just I like incest porn. He had a 3-syllable word after I to affirm the lack of a we. There was no we there. It was an I personally.
Where are you going? Yeah, like that became more interesting than the video immediately.
I have fucked both of my parents.
I defend this clip every time it gets played. I'm like, guys, this is taken out of context.
You defend the clip?
Every time. I've never once been in on the joke. I always defend it. And now I'm questioning where this goddamn we came from.
Okay. I think incest porn is better than normal porn. And I'm going to explain why. Okay?
Do we have to explain why, Monty?
I want to tell you, my South Show, I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small finger string, sleep, you wear them, you don't age anymore, you become physically immortal. For example,
can we go back 10 seconds? The fuck? Brino, grazie for the sponsorship. Okay, let's go back 10 seconds here.
Rings that you put on your small finger string, sleep, you wear them, you don't age anymore, you become physically immortal.
Okay. He doesn't age because he has immortality rings on.
Okay.
How many rings does he have?
He has 2, one on each pinky.
Explain why, okay?
All right.
But before I talk about that, I want to tell you, my name's South Show. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small finger string, sleep, you wear them, you don't age anymore, you become physically immortal. For example, I'm already 50. I still look pretty young, right?
No.
I mean...
You look about 50, dude.
No.
It's really smooth. That means you know what it means? I never work out. That means I never ever work out.
Yeah, it means your skin is a little smooth because you have a little tiny bit of fat on your body that keeps it smooth.
Most people give me 4 stars or 5 stars on my Amazon customer review.
Oh, okay. So the immortality rings we know are good because most people give 4 or 5 stars. That's what most people give.
There's never any fake reviews.
So if you want to stay physically young forever, you want to look like me when you're 50, livemuchlonger.com. Livemuchlonger.com. Link is at the bottom of this video. Buy a pair of these rings.
If you want to look like him when
you're 50. I watch a lot of
videos,
lot of what? You know, I'm talking about YouTube videos, people commenting on incest porn, right? Everybody say I hate incest porn. Well, incest porn is bad. It's really bad. It's not good. It's, you know,
in his videos maybe when he talks about it, I don't know.
It's a problem for the society. I don't see one video saying, you know, people admitting I love incest porn. You know what? I'm gonna do one right now. I love incest porn. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. I mean,
so I got an aside story. It has to do with porn. Okay. I was gonna partake in a FAP this week, and I went to the P Hub. I went over to the P Hub, and I looked at the front page. Usually, I'm a front page guy. The front page was looking very boring, nothing very special. So I went to the search.
Stood out.
I went to the search engine. Okay, and I have it on the Roku, so I don't know if this is something Roku explicit. I don't know. But I went to the search engine and I typed in, because I'm lazy and I have to use my remote, so I couldn't type in like anything easy. I typed in 4 letters that I thought would bring something interesting. I typed in DDLG. And I hit enter, and I get this message that comes up on my computer. And it says, if you're having thoughts that borderline on the illegal, there are help for people like you. And it's like goes into this long like warning about searching for content that is illegal. And I typed in 4 letters, right? I'm like not thinking anything of it. DDLG, Daddy Dom Little Girl. It's about adult
role playing.
It's role playing. It's adult role. Usually what it is a girl sucking dick in front of her stuffed animals wearing like collars. It's basic bullshit. Very basic. But that being said, they give me this entire spiel that I could be going to jail and I have to read. I have to go find help, and then below it says "Okay, got it," and I clicked "Okay, got it," thinking, "Okay, I'm fine." They're gonna show me whatever with like some dumb slut here, and I click "Okay, got it." It takes me back to the search page.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I gotta get the VPN.
You're on Express VPN.
I gotta Express VPN, or I can't see a girl bang on a pink bed. What the hell, man?
Why I like incest porn. Okay, see, back in the days, you know, when I first started watching porn, I was how old? I was only a teenager. I was like 14-year-old, 13. Oh no. Well, yeah, I saw porn when I was at a very young age, but
So this is why I like incest porn, because I first saw porn when I was still living with the rest of my family.
He hasn't even gotten to why he likes it yet.
I started really watching porn. So, my friend gave me a video cassette tape. You know, I was 15 or 16 or something.
See people in the chat asking if I know what this flag is. I don't. I don't believe this is a flag of like a country or a state or a city or anything like that.
Back in the days, there were no incest porn. You know, back in the days, you don't find incest porn. Even in the porn industry, they have a very famous video called "Not the Brady's." You know, it's basically a parody of Brady Bunch. You know, the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch. It's a parody of Brady Bunch, like right? There's 3 girls, 3 teenage girls, 3 teenage guys, a mom and a dad,
and a housekeeper.
And a housekeeper living in a house. Okay, and then you know this Not the Brady's is it's porn, it's pornography, right? It's so they're all fucking each other. But you know what? that, not the Brady's was filmed like 20 years ago. Even that film, okay, see, that film has all the rights setting for good incest porn, right? You know, because there's mother, father, you know, stepsisters, stepbrothers. It's a great background for a good incest porn. But even that, there's no incest in it. You know, that was filmed 20 years ago. No incest. It's just talking about the girls. They go out there, fuck other guys. You know, like people that they don't know, like fuck their classmates or. You know,
he's mad that the Brady Bunch brothers and sisters didn't do it, and the mom and dad in the Brady Bunch.
In real life, the mom and the son were in a relationship.
Well, they weren't really mom and son.
Well, yeah, but the mom and the son from the show were in a relationship in real life.
The oldest son, yeah.
That guy would have loved to walked in on fucking them. This guy was like, "Oh yeah, come on, Ma Brady."
Whatever.
Let's
right?
give Greg a
and
fucking
then guys, the boys, they go out there and fuck their teachers and shit, you know, and then. The mom and dad, they fuck each other. They don't fuck their sons or daughters. Nothing like that, you know?
He's complaining about that, right?
Did Monty leave for any particular reason?
All this talk?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go work one out. I don't think this is some hot topic either. Statistically, if you look at the search history for Pornhub users, a lot of them prefer incest, and that's why if you log in, the front page is always recommending stepbrother, stepdad shit.
Yep.
It's if you look at the by area, the majority of states in the United States lean towards the incest for their fetishes.
Housekeepers, they don't
which makes you wonder how much of the real stuff is going on out there.
Housekeeper doesn't fuck little kids. She would be fucking like guests, you know, like people who, you know, ring the doorbell, ding dong, and then there's some I don't know, some salesperson, you know. Even that, there's absolutely no incest in it. 20 years ago, nobody would think about.
He's really mad at the fucking Not the Brady Bunch movie.
Producing an incest porn, you know? But then I think what happened, how come right now incest porn is all over the place? Right now, I would say 95% of the new videos are all incest. I would say
What was the name of that family that we watched the videos on, like from rural Canada, and they're all
the Gollers.
Yeah, they're all like really
the Goller
dumb
family
from inbreeding.
They're inbreeding and being disconnected from society.
They're super low IQ.
Yeah, super low IQ. They would make the kids run to the mailbox, and whichever one got back last was forced to
do stuff.
It's really fucked up.
95% of the new videos are all incest.
Nobody wants to find that on Pornhub.
No.
Make incest porn, you're going to lose money because no one's going to watch your video. You know, if you want to make a porno video nowadays, it better be incest. You know, if you don't make incest videos, nobody wants to watch it. You know, I'm going to tell you why this phenomena exists. It's because nowadays, you know, it's like. Guys,
there are documentaries on the Goller family.
Yeah, we did like a deep dive into them one time. It was crazy. I didn't even know they existed.
Yeah.
So much trauma with women, you know.
So much trauma in the LBC.
Dated a few women, and I realized every one of them, they just want my money. They don't. None of them care about me.
What else do you have to give them? What are you bringing to the table? I'm sorry, women don't get wet for your fucking singularity virginity rings. What the fuck are those things called? His forever rings, his promise rings. You got him at a Jonas Brother concert.
Rings.
His immortality rings. Yeah, I'm sorry, the girls don't get wet for your immortality rings. All you have to offer is money, and you should know this by now.
He offers his flag.
I hate people who think women just want me for my money. Be worth something more than money, and they'll want you for that. But you people just aren't worth more than money.
So, Monty, people were saying all the incest talk got you hot, and you had to go rub one out really quick.
Yeah, are you back?
Oh my God. No, I had to.
You realize how much more nuclear this conversation would be if Hannibal was here right now?
I know. I'm thankful that he's not.
What a wonderful time.
You know, by the way,
for him not to be here.
Monty, you and Hannibal are actual Mania tag team champions right now.
Are we?
Yes.
How did that happen?
There was a triple threat this past Friday. And, and you guys took it from the other two teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we get belts or something? Like,
we thought about getting belts made at one point.
We've decided in lieu of belts, we're going to give you belt-sized tattoos around your waist. So wherever you guys want to go find a tattoo artist that can do it for under $120 bucks, we're going to send you $122 to get tattoo belts tattooed on you.
okay, tattoo belts. Gotcha. Or we'll just custom make our own belts. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
that works as well. I think you guys can make some really awesome belts. I actually, yes,
and every
please
time
do.
we come on the show, we'll just strap them
Please
over our
do.
shoulders.
Yeah, actually, please.
Yeah, because we're gonna find out who your opponent is in like a week or two.
And we'll cut a promo for us.
Yeah.
You and Hannibal will be together this week, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll be doing a shit show.
Please
from the same
make
place.
please make your belts together now, so we can get a promo of you two together. Yeah, I know you're great with art. You could make something fucking dope real quick. I know it.
Yeah, I'm pretty creative.
I'm actually like really excited when you bring this up. I love this. Makes me think that
I might film us talking about it.
I feel like I'm proud of you right now for bringing that up. I feel like as proud as like both of your parents. Like this is awesome. No, I really do want you to do that though. That's most definitely what's up.
All right.
Awesome.
I'm something. Nowadays, these women, because they're constantly on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tinder, they're constantly using apps, using dating websites to meet different guys. So the women that we are dating nowadays, they're sort of like zombies. They don't have any. There's no more romance left. There's no romance left inside them. You date them. They date you because maybe they just want a free meal. It's like you date them and
yes,
they
that's
take
all
you
you're
to a
worth
very
to them is a
expensive
fucking
restaurant.
TGI Fridays appetizer. Literally all your
It's like,
value.
I love these dudes that talk about what women want and they're single and probably have never talked to one.
I mean, he's talked to women. He said girls used him for his money, and he's lucky they used him for his money. You get more to
talking
offer.
like that, yeah.
If he's talking like this, he's snitching on himself. He's saying he doesn't have more to offer. There's some guys out there that don't have that much more to offer, but they have more to offer, and they get girls.
Yeah.
Without spending, like, there's guys who are pretty shitbags, who will be do nothing motherfuckers. They'll sit around the house. They'll eat the food the woman cooks. They'll spend her money to buy beer. They'll let her do everything while they sit around fat, and they get away with it because they have just a little more to offer. It's very little you have to have to get a woman, because women are tired of not having anything. So settle for just the bare minimum. It's sick.
I have another video from this guy, and it's called "How Immortality Rings Help You Enjoy Incest Porn." A lot more.
No.
Fuck, Monty. Do you need a link to the
So-
immortality rings? Is there an
Sounds
Amazon
true.
page or something for
coming
you?
at you was another episode. This episode, I want to talk about. How my rings help me enjoy incest porn. Okay.
Specifically? Like specifically. What the fuck?
Does he slide one off and wrap it around his little winky and then use it as like a grapefruit device?
Hold on, turn on the lights here.
But first, let
before I
me
talk about
stall
that,
for a half hour before
Okay,
I
he stood up.
explain.
He stood up, and I didn't see this before. He's got some weird Nazi crown behind him.
I want to tell you, my name sounds
That's
true. I'm
not-
the guy who invented.
That'd be like pre-Nazi Germany, like the Kaiser era.
Physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. For example, I'm already 50, right? In half a year, I'll be 51. I still look pretty young. I still sound very young, right?
You
My
don't
voice
look
never
any
really
younger than most 50-year-olds that have not gone completely gray yet.
changed. If you look at my belly, it's really
He's doing the same video.
No,
He
Yeah,
just
we
does
saw
this. He just does this. And can we go back and say this guy's almost 50 and he doesn't know how to buckle a belt?
Yeah, right. Well, he also didn't have his pants buttoned either.
He just get done fapping and then do a YouTube video
To
about
incest porn.
Incest porn?
Watching incest porn.
Like, what the
And was
hell,
inspired-
man? What the hell? This is not. You're over 50.
It looks like his pants are too big for him.
Do better,
Yeah, learn to
dude.
dress yourself.
I dress myself.
Oh, look at this chair behind him too. That thing has been through it's seen some things. My guy's living.
It's seen lots of incest porn. Lots of it.
I wonder if he just turns around and busts fat ones on that brick wall behind him. I have a brick wall
I have like 28,
in my room,
28
and I
inch
never
or
bust
29
fat ones
inch
on it.
waist. And that has never changed ever since I was 19-year-old. So I've been 28 or 29 inches for 30-some years. Imagine that.
Regularity. It's
Okay.
something that people can achieve because their bodies are taking in the exact amount of nutrients to keep them that way. If you were under eating or overeating, you could easily change that.
And
It's
if
not
you
your
go to my
fucking purity rings, dude.
website, livemuchlonger.com, I have lots of Amazon customer reviews. Most of them give me 4 stars, 5 stars.
Most of them.
So you want to stay physically young, you want to look like me when you're 50, livemuchlonger.com.
No, I don't.
Livemuchlonger.com.
This is the exact video we just watched.
It's not like I want to talk about incest porn. It's not that, okay? It's just that
what is it?
if I talk about politics, for example, I always talk about,
It's not the same video. That was just his sales pitch that he says the same
Camilla
way.
Harris.
He took his
and
rings off at
Biden,
the
they're
exact
fucking
same
up.
time, too.
They leave the border wide open. But the problem is, nobody wants to watch that shit. Nobody wants to watch that. My rating, my viewing, the clicks.
His website is trash.
I
It's
can
like-
only imagine.
Look at it.
Place machine 8 inches away from flesh. A man tells how the rings and Alex Chu's cell realignment machine helps him recover from his seizures. This man claims the rings cured his long-term flu in a single night. 25-year-old man claims that he used Alex Chu's rings for 10 years ever since he was 15 and now still looks 15.
That's not good.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Is this him? Yeah, that's him on the right.
Wow.
Alex
don't you want to
Chu.
look like him?
He's 50.
I
Or you
wish
grow your hair
I
back.
knew what I knew now when I was
This
younger.
looks like a 1990s website.
How much are these rings again?
I have no idea. Let me see. Yeah, he's got some weird imagery on this website too. See?
Wow.
He's
What
got
is
like
that?
a pharmaceutical symbol and a medical symbol. Ooh, there's toe rings too. A big
Wow.
toe bar.
Got to get that toe bar.
Got to get that toe bar.
Oh, is that some My Pillow guy?
Huh? No,
That's
it's like
Freddie
Borat.
Mercury.
Oh, damn.
All right.
Freddie Mercury did not get the immortality ring.
No. But if he would have, he'd probably still be alive. So, in about 5 to 10 minutes here, we're going to go do the movie review, the Patreon movie review. That's live
All
for
right.
all of our patrons, $10 and above. You get to watch it. We're doing a classic animated film.
It's Happy Feet?
Gulliver's Travels.
Oh.
Very classic.
Yes. Yes.
Very old school.
I wonder if it's the same one that I used to watch. How old is it?
Old.
It's very old.
It's older than both your mother and
Is it black
father.
and white or is it in color?
It's in color,
Okay.
but it's very old.
I wonder if it's been colorized.
It probably was.
So it
probably
might
was-
have been in black and white.
Yeah, because it's from the late 30s.
All right. It might be like Is that about when the Lord of the Rings cartoons came out? Because the one I saw or watched.
I think this is way before.
Yeah, this is way before.
I mean, those old school.
Pretty sure Lord of the Rings
The
cartoons
terrible
were like in the 70s.
Is that when it was?
I know the Hobbit cartoon was in the 70s.
All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see what
Yeah, I never knew. What
1977 is when the Hobbit animated came out. Same year as Star Wars.
Oh wow! All right. Yeah, some of that animation was good, and some was kind of shit. I remember that. Some they just faked it and just filmed people in silhouette.
A lot of animation around that time was like that.
Yeah.
It was actually done by Japanese animators too.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
See, I'm learning new stuff.
You ever took a dump in a pool?
No. Well, that was random as fuck.
I know.
They have to clear the entire pool out when they spot a turd.
Yeah, it happens in Caddyshack.
And sometimes because of all the work they have to do to clear the entire pool out, when they spot a turd, they have to identify it as a turd.
Why are we talking about this? What made you think about this?
I mean, it's just conversation.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just observations.
Okay.
They have to identify it 100% as a turd. So there's like a 5 to 10 minute period where they don't clear the pool out because they have to make sure that it's not like a candy bar that fell into the pool.
See, dude, you're literally describing a scene from Caddyshack. What happens in Caddyshack is a kid drops a Baby Ruth candy bar in the pool, and they clear the whole fucking pool and drain it, and then Bill Murray's character walks up, sees it's a candy bar, picks up and starts eating it, and everyone like faints and gets grossed out.
That's why, but that's
you're
that's
a
not what I'm
joke stealer,
describing.
young Bill Fridge.
That's not what I'm describing.
Yeah, this is Billy. What
Literally
you
just
did is
described
like
that.
time I
No,
burst
I'm
into a
describing
courtroom.
now because they think it could be a candy bar prank that they don't clear everybody out until they're 100% sure it's a poop. And that's a 5 to 10 minute period where people are swimming in dookie water unbeknownst to themselves.
Okay.
So the moral of my story is right here, right now in America, we could be swimming in dookie water or it could just be a candy bar. But we have to clear the pool at some point unless we pick up that candy bar and bite into it. We as Americans have to make that call, though. Are we swimming in the poo-poo, or is it just candy as usual?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna do our movie review in a few here. Should be interesting. Everyone, give the stream a like if you haven't already. And we are launching DP On Demand, the relaunch of DP On Demand starting next month. There's going to be a lot of cool content uploaded there the very first month. All patrons $25 and above get it for free each month, included with their patronage, or you can sign up for $10 over there. Check it out.
There you go. Perfect.
Ooh, man.
Yes. See y'all later. This has been fun.
Yeah. We are. We're gonna go do the movie review. I have to change the transition.
I'm going to go pee.
Okay.
You guys have a good night. Good night, Monty.
Talk to y'all later. All right.
Yep. Good night, everyone. We will see the rest of you over there. I'm stalling right now because I'm trying to change my fucking shit to play the credits. Wow, I can't believe how slow it's going. It's like frozen now. Oh shit.
See?
Y'all
I'm here
see?
for it.
Y'all see? All right, I got it.
Yeah.
I think. All right, good night, everyone.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.